Okay guys, welcome, Daniel from Residual.ae. I'm here today at our brand new project on Kite Beach. This project is going to be completed, hopefully all being well, within the next 10 to 12 months. And what we're trying to do is to try and encapsulate the entire journey of the project from start to finish. And today I'm joined by our esteemed colleague Khyle from Majara DXB.
Pleasure.
He is the head of the interior design, so we're going to be walking through the property and discussing all sorts of ideas. This is the part of the process where we get really crazy solutions.
Absolutely.
And then Khyle will go away with his team and come back to us in a couple of weeks' time with something a little bit more realistic.
Oh yeah. This is the inception moment of the project. Residual project is always incredibly exciting because it's ambitious. It's creating an iconic, amazing space on Kite Beach, which already is such a fantastic landmark for the city, but it's a transformation of a house that's been here for many decades. It's giving it a whole new lease of life, working with the bones of it, but totally transforming it. What's going to be seen from the beach now to what will be completed in a couple of months is a complete transformation from top to bottom, but it is very exciting. So Daniel, tell us about why Residual chose this particular property on Kite Beach, and what are the numbers that really stood out to you to make this such an exciting proposition?
Yeah, I think, obviously location, absolutely number one on top of the list for us. In terms of the potential of the project as well.
Yeah.
Obviously we've discussed many different options. But I think, if you look down this particular street, there are a couple of renovated properties, but not many. So we're in our minds, we're thinking, well, actually, if we do a really high quality, unique renovation,
It's a statement.
it's a statement. Yeah. And we already know with our villa up the road on Kite Beach, one of the first projects that we did, the interest on that villa was enormous because of the location. That was a new build, so it's a little bit different. The value of this property as it sits today is around 27 million dirhams.
Okay.
From a budgeting point of view, we're going to be between 4 and 5.
Yeah.
I think realistically somewhere in the middle of that. But again, that depends on what you do with it, obviously.
Yep.
So it might change to 12. And then on a resale value, the market dependent, I think we're going to be in the region of 40 to 45 million dirhams. So that's the main reason why we took this project on.
Fantastic. Well, here to start on the roof, can you get any more iconic than this? Burj Al Arab, Palm Jumeirah, Burj Khalifa. It's a 360 slice of heaven here. It's one of the finest sites in Dubai, without doubt. And the key question is to create an incredible new wellness-focused landscape on the roof space here and really celebrate the amazing views, the beautiful weather, and just take advantage of the fantastic placing we've got here on the project. Create a roof terrace that's absolutely iconic. It's a wonderful living space. It's really enjoyable for the family. It's a great space to entertain. And on New Year's Eve, it's unparalleled. So this is one of the capping points of the project, and it's really one of the most exciting aspects of this particular property here on Kite Beach.
So, Khyle, obviously we've had a lot of debate about where we're going to put the pool. This for me is a great area, but just talk about, first of all, obviously what we're dealing with, in
Absolutely.
25-year-old MEP system.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right, Daniel. It's about the perfect balance between privacy, efficiency, quality. We want to create a space, first of all, where we're completely transforming the MEP landscape, absolutely modernizing it. We're talking about solar heaters, solar panels, really efficient air conditioning systems, and crucially, on this part of the beach, fresh air supply. This is something that's often neglected, but we're going to be integrating that very carefully within the space to keep that humidity out and make sure that we don't let the mold in. So they're all really important considerations on the beach, but where we place that in this roof landscape, a wellness environment, gym, home spa, infrared sauna, infinity pool that faces out towards the Palm and Burj Al Arab, that's your sunset view. That is the important technical balance. We've got a lot of gear to make sure the house is cooled and run as energy efficiently as possible. And we're going to make sure that we keep that tidy, compact and neat and effectively out of sight, but very accessible.
Can I ask you a question? On the air conditioned units, obviously they're, in Dubai, 9-10 months of the year, we're exposed to, extreme temperatures.
Yeah.
Is there a benefit of shading, almost if you have your air conditioning outdoor units in a section of the roof, actually having that shaded, is that better for energy efficiency or not? Is that just a myth?
I think you can get some tangible benefits from it, but it's a question of how much hard engineering you want to do around that part of the house. if you can afford to give a little bit of extra shade, you're reducing the amount of energy required to keep those units cool. It is a bit of a difference, but every difference adds up. And I think as a part of a holistic strategy, that's what we'd look at from an MP perspective. How can we make all those little marginal gains across the whole villa to ensure that in a beachfront setting, where we do get a lot of humidity as well, we've got the right balance so that comfort 12 months of the year is paramount. And that we can also, on a roof like this, in the beautiful months of winter in Dubai, have a beautifully passively ventilated open space that allows the wind to breathe through it, that allows you to feel like I am fully outside, but I've got the privacy of my own secluded terrace. That's going to be the balance. Elevator from the ground floor straight up, so you don't have to move through the house. Beautiful access and staircase, really celebrating the architecture, but making sure that those services, again, are really efficient, packed in well, so that living and enjoying the space is about enjoying that view. It's about the serenity of your home. Perfect. So this home has an amazing skylight that drops light all the way through the center of the property. And we want to make the most of that, even if we completely relocate the staircase to free up room in the house. To have a full volume height with natural light dropping from the roof is incredibly exciting, and it's critical to make all of those internal spaces get as much natural light as possible. A spectacular view like this one is to be enjoyed. It's an opportunity to create an amazing first floor intimate family living space, and also to have the main master suites and bedrooms facing out towards an incredible, uninterrupted beachfront view. This is very rare in Dubai, and your sun is setting in the far corner. So particularly in summer, you have to get the balance right between lighting and ventilation. We're not going to be opening up a lot of those windows, but we need to make sure the space feels comfortable and is outside into inside, bringing in those two things intimately and perfectly. So it's an incredible opportunity to create amazing spaces that maximize on that view. Every residual project has a really iconic entrance portal, and the front door is that first step, literally, into the new home. So we'll be reimagining, extending the front of the house to give as much breathing room as possible before we actually enter into a sequence of interconnected living spaces. Now, with the staircase completely reimagined and even relocated, you can now create a full open plan set of living spaces, guest spaces on the ground floor. And we've knocked through as many of the walls as possible, utilizing the existing structure to our benefit to create an open plan show kitchen family living space beyond these walls. And once again, maximizing on the potential of a view which is currently blocked. To open this out, allow the light and the air in and the atmosphere of Kite Beach all the way through to the back of the house with an incredible kitchen, dining, living space for the whole family. The collaboration between Majara DXB and Residual brings together our expertise as design, buildable focused interior designers and architects, with Residual's focus on maximum ROI, value and integrity in the construction and delivery process. And that results in a home which was efficiently and effectively remastered, beautiful, a stunning sequence of spaces, and has exceptional market value for investors and owners. And that's why these projects are so exciting for us.